What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some holiday music. Indeed, this is the first of several reactions over the course of this month. And as last year, or as I did last year, I'm going to react to holiday music right up until the New Year's, which is to say, in my history and growing up in my family, we listened to holiday music, through the end of Christmas and this next several days, right up until the New Year's. And last year, I think I shot the last holiday video either on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, and it was from A Scottish Christmas. So I'm going to start this season's holiday reactions with another one from this. I mentioned it at the time. This CD, I don't remember exactly when it came into my collection. I went to Scotland when I was a teenager with my parents, and I did get some CDs of traditional Scottish music because I was excited to go, and I listened to all different kinds of music already by then. So which is funny because a number of Scottish friends of the channel have mentioned they're personally not overly enthusiastic about Scottish, traditional music, which is funny. So I get it. Sometimes, if you grew up immersed in something, or at least, regularly exposed to it, maybe it doesn't hit in the way where someone from farther away, it's like, oh wow, that's really something, and not something that I grew up listening to. So I get how that can go. But either way, this was a CD that I was very fond of and that we listened to once it came into my collection in the 90s. What year is this again? Is it 96? Yeah, it's 96, from Maggie's Music. And indeed, Maggie Sansone, or Sansone, is on the Hammersmith dulcimer. Bonnie Rideout is on the Scottish fiddle, and Al Petaway is on the acoustic guitar, so shout out to all of them. We're going to listen to a tune called Gloomy Winter, which, it's not particularly gloomy here, but it really is getting colder in the evenings. I mentioned before, California is a desert climate, meaning, even into what are fall and winter months here, it tends to stay reasonably warm during the days. Maybe some days not as much, but the real difference is at night, because deserts, they're hot during the day, but they do drop quite precipitously in terms of temperature at night, and that has begun to happen. It is much colder at nights, which makes shooting videos oh so much easier. So yeah, it's not gloomy here, but we're on our way to winter, so I'm looking forward to that. Either way, I look forward to reconnecting with this album, and I don't remember the sound of this as I go to react to this piece in particular, but I listened to this many times over the years, so no doubt once it starts I will recognize it to some degree. So while Lucas sleeps and thinks about Scottish Christmas trees perhaps, let us listen to, from the Scottish Christmas compilation from 1996 and Maggie's Music, a carol, or at least a instrumental holiday tune called Gloomy Winter. certainly recalled that as it started. But it's funny, as a kid, we'd put it on, or I guess as a teenager, we'd put it on, and I didn't associate each tune like specifically with the name, other than maybe the first couple. But either way, that is a very evocative song that does, or song. If there's no singing, is it really a song? It's a technical point, I suppose. But a piece that very much speaks to gray skies and reflective feelings, and perhaps fits in well with the Magna F album I'm going through right now, which is White Xmas Lies, and is about gloomier feelings and skylines, if you will, during winter. So yeah, it seems to fit quite well. But I love the mood of it. There's that main phrase that goes through a number of times, and it's sort of in like the middle register, violin or fiddle. But yeah, that is like a really sweetened phrase. So I really enjoy that. And then there was like a higher like violin or fiddle, I guess. And that was really hitting some nice moments during the end of the piece. So yeah, really cool tune that absolutely invokes the atmosphere it suggests. So once again, shout out to Maggie Sansone, I'm just going to say. And yeah, ultimately, Body Ride Out, Al Padaway, and the rest of the people involved. I imagine those aren't the only people, but those are the principals when it comes to each of those instruments. So once again, shout out to Maggie's music. Let me know what you think of this. And again, there will be several holiday reactions over the next few weeks, so hopefully there'll be some people into it. I know there was at least a few last year who did check it out. I think of Kim immediately. Shout out to you, Kim, if you end up seeing this. And yeah, from the dreaming and fidgeting in her dream, Luca and I, do let me know what you think. Happy holidays, and I will see you next time. Peace.